This is just like a mock of black women that wear the fake hair. This is like, so if I was trying to be a white dude, this is what it would look like. So like with the fake hair, this means you're trying to be like a white woman.
Not at all.
Excuse me, ma'am. So
This is an outrageous fit.
this is outrageous fit. You don't like my fit?
No, it's outrageous. Why
So-
am I being recorded? Okay, what's going
Are
on?
black women beautiful?
Yeah, I'm one of them.
So why do black women wear straight hair and fake white women's hair and stuff like that?
Everyone has a character and it's customizable. Same way you're wearing that thing right there.
Yeah, well-
I can do the same thing.
This is just like a mock of black women that wear the fake hair. This is like, so if I was trying to be a white dude, this is what it would look like. So like with the fake hair, this means you're trying to be like a white woman.
Not at all. White women can also have somewhat curly hair. Obviously not kinky, but their hair can get pretty curly.
You said white women?
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
seen white women naturally curly
Yeah, but I
hair.
mean, black women don't grow straight hair like this. So you guys are
Yeah.
trying to be like
The
white
same
women.
way white people can straighten their hair if it's curly. I can curl my hair and straighten it as well.
Yeah, but they're not curling it to the point where it looks like black hair. It looks still nothing like black hair when they curl it. But when you do this, it looks exactly like white women's hair. So why are you trying to be white today?
I wouldn't say it looks exactly like a white woman's hair.
Are-
It
are
doesn't
you-
look exactly. It never. I can't see even when white people wear wigs, it looks like black people. Like I can't lie to you.
It looks
So-
like black? What do you mean?
It looks like a black person. Like when I see a white person put on a wig and it's melted scalp, everything. It looks like.
Oh, you mean like
black-
when they do the edges?
They look like. No, even without edges, it looks like they're mixed at least with black or something.
So I just don't understand, like, why not just remove this and let's embrace who you are? Because this is not you, man. Like,
100%.
I agree with you. Black women are beautiful. I think you're beautiful. But I think you're even more beautiful without that.
Oh yes, this is quick. I'm getting my hair done soon. I have a lot of hair. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm hiding something. I can do my natural hair if I wanted to. It's a preference.
So why not just wear it like how it is under the wig? Like,
Like
why?
my cornrows.
Yeah.
That's not presentable socially.
Presentable to who?
Society.
Who said though? Who said you had to?
Society said that. If I had some nice cornrows, Alicia Keys, yeah, cool. But I just did some straight backs for a wig. I'm not about to walk out like that. Gets jail braids. The same way they call them jail braids. Looks like you're in jail.
Yeah, but who gave anybody the power to say the way you naturally are is wrong?
They're not saying way you naturally are is wrong. There's certain hairstyles that if you present to society, it does not look right. You would not want to go outside unkept. That's basically what it is. The same way I can have my natural hair and just have it out in an afro and do a side part, that's nice. It's nice and kept. But if I go out in jail braids, I look like I'm about to fight somebody. I look like I'm just not, I'm going from, from here to like the C-store. I'm not doing nothing serious. If I want to go out and I'm actually presenting myself to a public where I want someone to appear and look at me, like look at my appearance in a nice way, I'm going to make sure my hairstyle looks nice. I can do cornrows like Alicia Keys cornrows, tribal braids, things like that. Still cornrows, but it's in a way that looks nice.
Do you think maybe that this is all in your mind, and if you walk outside with jail braids, as they call them, nobody's going to say anything, and you're going to be just as fine as you are today?
Well, no one's gonna say anything to my face, of course, but people can think certain things. I know personally that's not how I want to appear to myself. Have myself appear to others. Other people don't care. That's fine. Me personally, I'm not gonna walk out in jail braids. If someone else does, I'm not gonna bash them for it, especially if their jail braids look nice.
So do you think maybe it's just an insecurity that you have? And maybe it's just, you're kind of projecting it onto society, and maybe you're saying that society's going to deem you this certain way, but maybe it's just an insecurity that you have. You don't want to wear your braids in a certain way because you feel like,
I wouldn't call it insecurity though. That's just a preference. I don't want to wear my jail braids out. Someone else can, and I'm not gonna care. That's their life. You know what I mean? I know what my hair looks like under here. I can go inch for inch with anybody. You know what I mean? But it's not about that. It's about what I want my hairstyle to look on that certain day. Today I'm going to have, what is this? Black highlight. Tomorrow I'm going to have a different something in, and then in a couple of days I'm going to have my birthday hair in, which is going to be my natural hair with some added inches to it. So.
Okay, so can I make a request when you go to get your hair done?
No.
Why not?
Because
But-
it's already set in stone and everything's already booked in.
So when you get your hair done, can you just leave it natural and not put the extra inches in there?
No, it's my birthday, so I'm gonna do what I want with my hair. But any other day.
But I mean, like, most women care about looking beautiful, right? You are the most beautiful with just natural hair, without any fake hair. And that goes to any black women out there watching as well. You guys are beautiful with just your natural hair. You don't need any of the fake. So why can't we just, can I make another request?
Yeah, but I gotta go soon, so.
Okay, so after you get your birthday hair with the added hair, after that, just go natural.
I'm actually getting it braided. I can't keep. So that's the thing. You keep talking about black women natural hair, but you yourself, you're not doing the natural hair for them. Anyone with hair, especially when it's coily and even if it's longer, the upkeep takes a long time and it's a lot of process. Wash day can be anything from up to 1 to 2 hours depending on the person. And then on top of that, if they're doing a wash and go, they got to put gel in it. Then they got to braid it down at night so it does not get frizzy. Then they unbraid it and they're unbraiding it with oil. Then they got to rebraid it. And like I'm telling you, this is a whole process and routine that a lot of people.
I've done all of this, so I know what you're talking about.
They don't want to deal with it. That's exactly why they put wigs on, because then everything's just braided down, the wig is just glued on. Or they're doing braids like box braids or cornrow braids, and then that's their hair underneath, and they don't have to do anything but do their edges, and make sure it stays nice. And there's a lot of other styles you can do, which is the protective style, so you don't have to every day have a routine. Because I personally, I hate that. It would make me late to a lot of things I'm doing. And on top of that, when I do my natural hair, I want everything to be done, including edges. And if I don't have time to do my edges, then I'm pissed for the rest of the day, because like the vision that I have for myself did not come out respectfully.
Right, I understand that. I mean, I go through the same thing. Black men go through the same thing. We have to wash our hair, style it, but
how long your hair is though.
Yeah, but we don't put the wig on. We don't put the fake hair in. After we wash it and style it, it's in that style, and we keep it natural. So, I mean, the black women, you guys can do the same thing too, because the black woman is beautiful the way she is. We don't need all of this. Can I hear a hallelujah?
No, you can't. Because I've seen people do lock extensions. I've seen people add fake hair to their invisible locks as men. So what does that mean?
Okay, it's some men. Not.
Right,
okay, some of them do it, but it's a low percentage.
Time out. That is a lie. That is definitely a lie. Dang well when women wear wigs, white women wear wigs or have extensions, right? They don't wear weaves, right? But when they wear wigs or extensions, it looks exactly like the hair. A lot of times you don't even notice. You don't even know that that isn't their hair, right? Because generally speaking, when they wear wigs or when they wear weave, it matches who they are, right? Once again, a bunch of white women can have blonde hair, brunette hair, reddish hair, right? But generally speaking, if a brunette girl is wearing a different color hair, sometimes she might wear a blonde wig, right? Even though sometimes I never really seen brown eyes and blonde wig, blonde hair, but for the most part, you may see that sometimes, right? But when you see a white woman with blue eyes wearing a brown wig, it's still within their culture. When you see, once again, when you see white women put extensions in their hair or wear a blonde wig on top of their hair, it still looks exactly like theirs. Like you can't even tell that, hey, that ain't your hair. And I will also say, she's saying that she doesn't want to, it looks unpresentable to walk outside, having her hair in cornrows, which pretty much a lot of women have their hair as when they already have a wig or weave on their head. But I mean, once again, the only reason you having cornrows on your head and the reason it looks that way is because you're looking to say, hey, well, I'm going to end up putting a wig or another wig or some sew-ins in my head soon. So right now, I'm just going to put on a wig and I'm going to cover up my hair. And it's like you really wouldn't have that issue or problem if you don't wear wigs, because instead of having your hair in cornrows, you would be more saying, hey, well, let me go ahead and let me have my hair in an afro. Let me have my hair in dreads, or you get what I'm saying? So once again, you don't have that issue if you don't put on wigs and weave. Now, she makes a point about the locks, right? And guys are adding, I guess, extensions or weave to their hair to make their locks a little bit longer. Now, a good example would be somebody like, I think Fetty Wap. He ended up getting some weave sewed into his head so it looked like actual locks when he was first growing his hair. Once again, the whole point though is it does make his hair look a little bit longer, so it's no different than white women. So you're just adding hair that looks exactly like your hair to make it longer. Y'all sisters aren't doing that. Sis, that's not your real hair that's on your head. So let's cut it out. Your hair probably ain't even that long. Cut it out. You're talking about somebody like Fetty Wap who's just trying to get dreads, make his dreads look longer. So then eventually, he's not going to have that in his head anymore. Is that something that you're going to forget? Is that something that you're going to look over? You do understand that he's not going to have that he's not going to have that stuff in his head for long. He's just only doing it because he wants his hair to look a lot longer, being that he is a celebrity as well. Now, generally, most, I would say about 95% of your guys who grow their dreads, they're going to go through the whole process. They're going to go through the baby phase. They're going to go through little Marshawn Lynch's dreads, right? To the point where you end up getting Marshawn Lynch now, where he has, your Rastafarian dreads, right? I'm not saying that he does have Rastafarian dreads, but he has some long dreads. But once again, people just try to just throw stuff out there just so they can try to have an argument.
But I'm saying most of us.
You can still say they do it though. I see people add a lot of hair to their locks. I'm like, ooh. Well, they don't want it to be short at the time.
Right.
That's it. That's their preference. And who am I to say anything? I can't tell the difference between the extension and the real anyways. Until they take it out and I see the actual length, I'm like, oh, okay. You're not Polo G.
So,
You're
I mean,
little TJ.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I come from the future. So I'm coming back in time to let you know that you should wear your hair natural, because your daughter, you're going to have a daughter in the future, and she's going to look up to you, and she's going to be like, Mommy, you want me to wear my natural hair, but you're wearing a wig every day. Like, she's going to say these things to you in the future.
I actually hate wigs. I only have this on because I wasn't able to do my quick weave the other day. I most likely have braids in my hair. I don't do wigs. But
yeah, but I mean, there's going to be an instance in the future where you're wearing your natural hair. So that's why I'm coming back in time today to tell you, like, after this, don't put a wig on, because your daughter in the future, she's going to be looking up to you like, bro, like, what's going on? You said what? Yeah. You got a question?
Oh. Well,
Y'all heard? Okay. He said, your name Trey. I said, yeah. I said, you got a question? He was like, not for you, and walked away. So I'm guessing he knows me from the internet. He don't like me. But I appreciate you, though. You're very honest, and I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. Why do you think a lot of black women today wear the wigs and the weaves and the fake hair and all that type of stuff?
I think it really does start in the household. I know for me, I never personally wore wigs or weaves or quick weaves, this and that. But that's because I felt comfortable in my hair. And when I was growing up, my parents or whoever was around me made me feel comfortable in my hair. So I feel like right now it's really how people are being raised in their home environments and whether or not they're comfortable with wearing their hair from a young age.
What do you think?
I feel like it's because not even in the home. At home, I felt comfortable, but I'm gonna tell you about this time in 6th grade. I did my natural hair. I got my natural hair braided. I came to school. These girls were like, "Oh, why you got that baby hairstyle in?" I was like, "My natural hair?"
Thank you for watching the video. If you would like to finish the full video, you can subscribe at patreon.com by hitting the first link in the description. Not only will you get access to this video, but you'll get access to every single video that I've ever posted, which is over 100 heated debates. I post the full videos on patreon.com just because YouTube does like to censor a lot of things, just because people today are so sensitive. So if you would like to support me and support my movement, then go to patreon.com and hit subscribe. I appreciate you.
And shout out to those last two sisters, man, where they're at least trying to, hype up the fact that, hey, well, listen, we care about our natural hair, right? And they're going to at least have an honest discussion. And the first sister, she had an honest discussion. Kudos to her. Shout outs to her. The fact that she was able to at least have a decent conversation, right, without being aggressive and be like her other sisters that you saw on the other videos, man, where they ready to attack this dude, right? But for the most part, man, as I stated before, just going back to those hair extensions, you guys, if they having hair extensions, number one, they're going to get picked on about it. That's the reason why. How do you even think I know about the Fetty Wap situation? Because when he decided to put that stuff in his head, people said something about it. Because they're like, that's going against the norm. Most men are not doing that. So, look, guys, y'all let me know down below what you guys think. Do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. Till the next one, and definitely check out the other videos that I dropped of him, and definitely check out his channel. He definitely check out his Patreon. Like I said, man, this is some good stuff to watch. So, as I stated before, do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. Till the next one.